Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make my sage burnt butter sauce to go with my potato gnocchi. The potato gnocchi I am going to do on another video, so today's video will just be about the sauce. So what I want to do first of all is just run through my ingredients with you, and once I do that we'll get into it. So okay, for starters I have 100 grams of pork mince. This is seasoned pork mince. I have 100 grams of butter. I have about 2 dozen fresh sage leaves, a nice big fat clove of garlic, some asparagus tips fresh from the garden, some pistachios which I have just toasted, some fresh spinach leaves, about a cupful, and because I don't have enough I use also the cube frozen spinach, so I've got one of those as well. And I've got some fresh flowers, some sage flowers and nasturtium flowers, which I'm going to use to garnish my meal. So I'm going to get to chopping and sorting these things out, and then I'll come back to you and we'll keep going with the preparation. Right, I've just turned my fry pan on and I'm heating it up at the moment. I'm just checking for the heat coming out of it. I do want a hot fry pan this time because the first thing that I will be cooking in it will be the pork mince, so I want quite a hot fry pan for it to go into. All I've done is broken up that pork mince into pieces. I'm just putting it into the fry pan now. You can hear a bit of a sizzle. And we're going to cook this pork. It'll cook very quickly because it's just in pieces. So I want to get a good colouring, brown colouring on the pork, and I want to cook it through. Right, this sausage is nice and browned off, pretty much cooked through. So what we're going to do is we're just going to empty it into a little bowl that I've got here. I'm just going to turn that temperature down a bit now, definitely. I'm about to put the butter in the pan. Okay, so pan back on, and we are now going to add the 100 grams of butter. You may have noticed that here in the corner I have a pot on the stove. I'm just bringing a pot of salted water to the boil to put the gnocchi in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, it's all foaming, I'm going to add my sage leaves at this point because I want to fry off my sage. Also at this point I have turned the stove down quite a bit. It's just very low stove now. Basically you're frying the sage off till it's crispy. Right, once that sage fries up and it is crispy, you want to remove it. Best way to do this is with a slotted spoon. Pick up the sage. Right, as you can see, my pot has now come to the boil, so I'm just going to turn this down, the pot down to a simmer. I'm not quite ready for it yet. I will be very, very soon. Because the idea is that what we're going to do here is we're literally going to be cooking the gnocchi and transferring them directly into the sauce. So you want to coat the gnocchi with this beautiful butter sauce. What we're adding next now is that clove of garlic, which I have now minced, and that's going into my pan. And I want to watch this so it doesn't burn. Take it off the heat. Give it a bit of a stir. That's perfect. It's browned up straight away. Excellent. As you can see, my water's now come to a boil, so I'm about to throw my gnocchi in. I've taken my garlic and butter off the stove, off the direct heat, because it was just starting to brown a little bit too much. So just while I throw in these gnocchi, I've removed it, and then we'll go back to it. Okay, so gnocchi are in. Quick little stir, and that's it. These are homemade gnocchi. They will cook very, very quickly. So I've got the garlic back on the stove. I'm now returning the sausage to the pan and adding my other ingredients. So in goes the spinach, which all I did was I put it in the microwave just for a minute or so because it was frozen. Some of it was frozen, so I've thrown the spinach in. The asparagus tips, all I did was I microwaved them for 2 minutes, just so that they're semi-cooked. I like them a bit crunchy. I don't like them overcooked. So they're in, just giving a bit of a stir now in the butter sauce. That's great. Into my sauce goes my roughly chopped pistachios and my sage leaves. It's just about heading everything through at this point. And we're just waiting for the gnocchi. Right, those gnocchi are rising to the surface. That's telling me they're ready. So we just pull them out and they go straight into the sauce. This is a really nice meal. My family like it, well, my husband and I like it a lot. Our son, of course, will always go for the bolognese sauce version. So what I did was on the side I've made him some bolognese sauce ones. But this is really nice, and the sage, fresh sage is absolutely beautiful in a meal. And here I have some of the nasturtium flowers, which I'm just going to sprinkle over the top. Will give a lovely, warm, peppery taste to the dish. And I've also got some sage flowers. So my sage has gone into flour. Flowers are edible, these ones are, so just sprinkling a little bit more of the sage on the top. And then the final component, if I can find some space, the final component of my dish, of course, is a sprinkling of grated parmesan flakes. So there you have it, my potato gnocchi with burnt butter and sage sauce. I hope you enjoyed making this yourself at home. I'll see you next time. Bye.